And there you have it, guys. There is Joseph Parker already letting reality set in. That he's now frustrated because he cannot get a title and has not been promised a title. And I was going to wait, and I'm going to go live with this tomorrow. This is going to be tomorrow's discussion. Joseph Parker, I get Caballo. You know, these two guys, you know, have been undefeated as far as challenges go with Turki Al-Sheikh. But it seems, though, Turki Al-Sheikh is for the powers that be. You know, those big fights, sure. He was aiming for them to get made over the progression and achievement of these fighters. It seems to me like Joseph Parker and I get Caballo are fighting endlessly to get no reward. You see what I mean? It's like, okay, you guys are pawns, but then you guys can never progress. You can never gain that promise, unlike AJ that has been beaten and knocked out in his last fight. You see what I mean? Tyson Fury has been beaten twice, and they still are considering this man to come back to the sport and to fight AJ, which to fight AJ wouldn't be a problem because none of them have no belt on the line that gets in the way of the progression of the heavyweight division. So I'm not mad over that. However, if you have someone also like AJ that was front row in the last crescendo, the biggest fight card ever in history, right? And he's there. And then you got Usyk there. He has other people that he's considering putting in front of the champion. See, it's a shitty world in the sport of boxing when Anthony Joshua can come in. And I like AJ. You guys know I like AJ. But it's wrong and it's unfair to the guys that's been winning, like Joseph Parker, like I get Caballo. And these guys have been winning not against slum or bum-ass fighters. You know, none of these guys fought Otto Weiland. None of these guys got a freak fight like Francis Ngannou. None of that. They fought hardcore guys. Wilder, everybody thought was going to knock out Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was supposed to get knocked out by Deontay Wilder just like he got knocked out by Joe Joyce. They thought his ass was dead meat, fried, refried, cooked. Okay? But he came through that fight and he beat the shit out of Deontay Wilder, needless to say. Then they put him in front of Zhilei Zhang, his big ass that knocked out the guy that knocked him out. And he got dropped twice and went through hell and high water and came back like Andre Ward and Kovalev won and came back and won that sucker. Warrior. Then he gets an opportunity, so he thinks. Daniel Dubois ends up sick. That's snatched from him. Now he has to take on Martin fucking McCauley. Sure, Martin McCauley off the couch or whatever. But the dangerous Martin McCauley that just flattened people's career, basically, you know, for temporarily, like Jared Anderson. Okay, Jared will be back. But, you know, another boogeyman, another giant. Then he took him on, beat him. And then yet there is no promise for Joseph Parker to this day. So now I can understand the frustration of Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's like, well, dude, at what time should I start becoming unglued and start becoming a little outraged? Because this shit's ridiculous. You got AJ down there smiling, him and Usyk. They're smiling and shit, and they got front row, and, you know, the people are talking about a Daniel Dubois rematch with him. And, you know, like, to me, and then Usyk, he's fighting Daniel Dubois, and Daniel Dubois, you know, hadn't even fought anyone. So where does it leave me? And it shows me, though, that these guys, Joseph Parker and I get Caballo, are just being used as pawns. And it's sad to say that they're not being treated the way they're supposed to. They're not being treated respectfully in the order that a winner should be treated. They're not being rewarded with anything. That's the problem. Okay. And I don't know I don't know what the solution is. The only possible thing that I can think of that Joseph could do, and I get Caballero, is unfortunately they got to fight each other. And then guess what? That doesn't really still guarantee shit, to be fair. That doesn't guarantee anything. You know what I mean? Because again, they're used as pawns. They're used to fight whoever the hell. They're like seat fillers for the Oscars. They're like the people that are there to make the fight card look or get better. They're there to support it. But, you know, they are not the main guys, which is sad. You know, because how many times has Joseph Parker been a co-main eventer? This is his third time being in a co-main event without being in a main event. It's been a long time. Now, I know he's happy and stuff like that, but at least there should be, based on things that we can control. Daniel Dubois is sick, okay? Daniel Dubois is sick. Since he's sick, he needs not to progress to the next level, because being sick, being absent doesn't reward you a shot at an undisputed fucking title from a guy that already beat you. I just don't see and don't know how you can make that right. Okay? Daniel Dubois needs to fight Joseph Parker. And if he doesn't fight Joseph Parker, he needs to fight Aget Caballero. Why? Because Aget Caballero, if Mark McCauley's out, Aget Caballero is that guy to be there. You know what I mean? That's who he needs to fight. He needs to fight Aget Caballero, or he could fight Efe Ajagba. He needs to fight someone else before being awarded an opportunity to fight Alexander Usyk again, that defended his unified titles against Tyson Fury last December. Okay? That's what should happen. Will it happen? No, but probably because it don't happen, that's why Joseph Parker is feeling some type of way right now, and he very well should be. This is the sport that we love, that we hate so much, for a reason. But you guys tell me what you think of Joseph Parker now seemingly frustrated because there's no reward or no title shot for him despite being undefeated during the Turkey era. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.